104 pitches through 8 shutout and 8 no-hit innings.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto knew today was a special day for the Dodgers.
Bottom of the ninth.
Welcome back to Baseball Extra, your ultimate destination for everything great in the world of baseball. Before we get into today's incredible action, we want to take a moment to honor a true legend of the game, an Orioles Hall of Famer, a brilliant second baseman, and a remarkable manager, Davey Johnson, who recently passed away at the age of 82. Davey's impact on the sport and especially on the Baltimore community was immeasurable. We invite you now to join us in a moment of silent reflection as we remember the legacy of Davey Johnson. Thank you. Speaking of legends, let's turn our attention to one of the most iconic figures to ever grace the baseball field, a man whose name is synonymous with consistency and excellence. Please give a warm Baseball Extra welcome to baseball's Iron Man, the one and only number 8, Cal Ripken Jr. He once said, "I've had the great good fortune to play baseball. I've had the greatest good fortune to play right here in my hometown of Baltimore in front of all of you. Thank you." What a statement from a player who truly embodied the spirit of the game and the city he played for. His words remind us of the deep connection between players and their fans, especially in a city as passionate about baseball as Baltimore. Now, let's fast forward to some of the most thrilling moments we've seen on the mound recently. Our spotlight shines brightly on Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who delivered a performance that was almost etched into history. He threw 104 pitches through 8 shutout and 8 no-hit innings. Yamamoto knew this was a special day for the Dodgers, a chance for him to truly make his mark. As we moved to the bottom of the ninth, Yamamoto was just 1 out away from baseball immortality. He peered in at a young, left-handed hitting second baseman, Jackson Holliday, with history on the line. Holliday swung, connecting with a deep shot.
Shifting gears to another exciting series, the Reds found themselves battling. They got their first base runner of the night with a 2-out walk from Spencer Steer, which was the first walk Taijuan Walker had given up in the major leagues. Then, a soaring shot to center by Spencer Steer. Gone! The first big league bomb for Steer. And that was followed by another blast, a no-doubter to left field from Key Brian Hayes. The Reds were truly showing off a trio of sluggers today. Even as the Mets' Pete Alonso pulled his team within 1, just trying to keep the line moving, the Reds' pitching held strong. 3 punch-outs by Nick Sandlin, and the Reds took the day 6-3, evening the series at a game apiece. What a performance! Over in St. Louis, Justin Verlander was feeling absolutely dialed in with his command. Strike 3 at the knees to Corbin Carroll. Verlander rung him up, and with that, he stood alone with the 8th most strikeouts in baseball history. He got another swinging, striking out the side, and Verlander was through 6 scoreless innings in St. Louis. Truly a masterful performance on the mound. But the Cardinals weren't going down without a fight. Bases loaded, nobody out, and a base hit to center field. Nolan Gorman scored on the single by Brendan Donovan, and then Jordan Walker stepped up, and what a time to break out of an 0-for-25 slump. Walker delivered a base hit to left field. The Cardinals walked it off, a thrilling victory that lit up downtown St. Louis. Now, let's take a trip to Atlanta, where the Mariners were making some serious noise. 1 out, a man on first base, and Julio Rodriguez stepped up. Wow, this ball was launched. Instant offense, a 2-run blast, Julio into the water, a splashdown in Atlanta, and a 30-homer season for Julio Rodriguez. But they weren't done there. Eugenio
Over in Houston, Yordan Alvarez admired a pitch in the 3rd inning. And the pitch was slugged to center field, and he was going to run out of room. Christian Walker, who was 0-for-13 lifetime against Jacob deGrom, finally solved the riddle. And Alvarez with a long fly to the right field corner. It was a fair ball and a home run as Alvarez absolutely socks one. Back to the mound, Sandy Alcantara at the belt. Delivered a pitch, and a swing and a high drive deep center field. Marcell Ozuna going back to the track, nearing the wall. He jumped, and it's gone! Bryce Harper center field a 2-run home run, his 3rd all-time against Alcantara. Pure power. Jesus Luzardo, who has been really good over his last 7 starts, was so again today. His fastball was nasty, and especially that sweeper, which we talked about at the outset of the game. A super job here in his home state, in home city. Salvador Perez stepped up, swung, and launched one high and deep to left center. Back it went, and that was gone. The captain struck big right away. 2 men on for Vinny Pasquantino. Vinny swung, and it was a ground ball left side, and that's through. And now the Royals had their biggest lead of the night. A line drive to right, and there was big league hit number 1. And guess what? It would include RBI number 1. For Carter Jensen, dreams do come true. What an incredible moment for a young player. In Milwaukee, a bloop single for William Contreras brought Jake Bauers to the plate. Bauers sent one deep to right, and Jake Bauers kept it going. The Brewers struck first. Then Sal Frelick deep into left field. It was gone! Jackson Chourio with a 2-run.
A golden opportunity for Cleveland to jump in front in this scoreless game. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball left center field. Hit well. A long run for anyone. A diving attempt, and unable to make the play was Mangum, as Jose Ramirez and Kyle Manzardo scored on the double. The game tied at 2 as we went to the 9th. Second and third, 2 down. Here's Stephen Kwan, swinging a chopper toward short. Backhanded by Williams, throws to first, not in time. And in the score was 3-2 Cleveland. What a finish. 1 down in the inning, and here's Fernando Tatis Jr. sending one deep and far to deep left center field. Back went Doyle at the wall. That ball was gone. A 3-run home run for Fernando Tatis Jr. The Padres took a 6-0 lead. Home run number 20 of the year. And on top, 8-2, bases filled with Padres for Luis Arias. Down the left field line, that's going to get in for a base hit. 1 run was in. Here came another, and the Padres would score 2 and take a 10-2 lead. Double digits now in that run column out there. A big 10. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Shea Langeliers would be the batter. Driven to left field, Ward going back, Langeliers with the crank engine and made it a 7-0 A's advantage. High fly ball to center, Estuary Ruiz going back. He's got no chance to get that baseball. A rock shot for the big Amish, Nick Allen. Miguel Vargas drove one to deep right. Joe Adell going back. There's his first in the big leagues. And you can see the smile on his face as he rounded the bases. Truly a special moment. And that wraps up another action-packed edition of Baseball Extra. From historic pitching performances to walk-off heroics and incredible defensive gems, this sport never ceases to amaze. We hope you enjoyed these thrilling moments as much as we did bringing them to you. If you love this deep dive into the best of MLB, please hit that like button and subscribe to Baseball Extra for more exclusive content, analysis, and all the latest news from around the league. Your support helps us bring you more of the baseball content you love. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.